it's Thrifty Tiffany and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a Sunday dinner cook with me and I'm really excited because I've never made this before and I got the recipe off of TikTok. It's called $1 Million Spaghetti. I'm also going to make a garden salad with homemade ranch. We're going to have garlic knots and some homemade fresh sweet tea. So y'all come along with me. I'm excited for this one. It's basically putting together Alfredo with spaghetti and I'm so excited. And then you bake it. Y'all, this is gonna be a cheat meal because it does have carbs. I'm gonna start with making some sweet tea. I have 2 bags left in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this. I think I got this a while back from Dollar Tree and it's really good tea. It's boiling, so we're gonna flip it off. This is the sugar I like to use. I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator. We just finished the tea, so now we're gonna work on the ranch dressing. These are things that need to be done before we start cooking. So I got the restaurant style ranch dressing, and this one is different than just the regular one. So try this one, it's so good. I'm gonna use mayo, and I got this from Dollar Tree, and this is the exact amount you need. You need 8 ounces, which is a cup. So I got that, and then you can use buttermilk, you can use regular milk, you can use heavy cream if you want, you can use, I'm going to use this half and half because it's milk and cream. So that's what we're going to use for the mix. So you just need that, and I'm going to add a little bit more salt, pepper, and some parsley flakes because I like the look of that in my ranch. So this actually says, it tells you here, it says to combine buttermilk and mayo. So again, you can do it just like the packet asks, or buttermilk kind of makes it really thick. So I like to get another type of milk to kind of thin it a little bit. I like runny ranch. I'm gonna use this mayo. You can use whatever. Usually I'm a Duke's girl, y'all know that, but they have the exact amount in the Kraft. So I just scooped this up and said, you know what, we're gonna use it. I actually grew up on Kraft. My mom switched later on. She switched to Duke's. But we always used to have Kraft for the longest in the refrigerator until she did the switch. We are definitely a Duke's household, but you know what? This is gonna work. I can't talk, y'all. Do a cup of this. Basically gonna fit. The ranch packet. Pepper. I like pepper. Parsley. A little garlic salt. And now you can use a fork to mix it up and then shake it up. This is definitely a little runny. Shake, shake, shake it, y'all. Shake, shake, shake it. We're done with that, and I'll set it in the refrigerator. I'm the type of cook that loves to prep things in advance. Everything I can do to make the cooking process easier. So the tea is done, the ranch is done. I'm gonna go ahead and pre-cook the spaghetti only because we're gonna bake this dish and the noodles can already be done and they're gonna get heated up again. So I'm just gonna go ahead and boil the noodles, have those done. I am gonna season the water for cooking the spaghetti noodles, and I'm gonna use some of this, a decent sized scoop. Just dump it in there, and I'm also gonna salt the water with that, my favorite garlic salt, y'all. We're gonna let this come to a boil, and then we're gonna put the spaghetti in once it comes to a boil, now that we already seasoned the water. While the water's coming to a boil, we're gonna keep ourselves busy and go in and prep everything so cooking is just smooth. We need to cut an onion, a green pepper, and some garlic. We're gonna start with the green pepper. Let it start cooking. The The noodles are boiling, and you don't want to cook them too much because, again, we're going to be baking this as well. So you definitely want it al dente. They came out perfect. Now time to shred the cheese, Parmesan. We got our cheese grated, peppers, garlic, onions. For my spaghetti or for my lasagna or things like that, I always like to mix the meats. So I got ground beef, and we have turkey sausage, and then we have chicken sausage. So I'm not going to use all of that, but I'm going to use all of the beef. I'll probably do half of this and then some of these, because these are actually like that, but you can squeeze it out of the casing. So that's what I'm going to do. Got the pound of ground beef. We're going to do half of this. And probably like 2 of those. I'm going to open the casing, yeah, like that, and just squeeze it in. These are still a little frozen. And this chicken sausage is so good. All right, now that we have our beef and sausages, let's start seasoning it. We got red pepper, onion powder, parsley flakes, Italian seasoning, garlic powder, pepper, garlic salt. And this is going to have spaghetti sauce on it as well. So it looks like a lot of seasoning, but it's not. And just start chopping and mixing. You can use your hands too. I actually just decided I'm going to go ahead and saute the meat and have it marinating in the sauce. So I'm going to start with this one because this is just marinara, and I'm probably going to use this. We're going to see. But I'm going to start sauteing this. This is the same pot that I boiled that, so you see the marks in it. I'm still going to use it. It's fine. I'm going to put some avocado in here. So we're going to make this like we're making spaghetti, because we are making $1 million spaghetti. This is the red sauce part. So we're going to start with the onions and peppers. And I'm definitely going to season this a little bit because it is going to get this with all that seasoning in it. But I will season this a little bit. The garlic that we chopped up, this is going to be for the Alfredo part. I like to saute these down a lot. All right, they're definitely getting translucent and wilting down. So now we're going to add the meat. It's looking so good, y'all. And it smells so good. I'm gonna let it sit here, finish cooking, and then simmer with some sauce. All right, I turned it down so the meat's all done. Now we're gonna add the spaghetti sauce. And I like to add like a little teaspoon of sugar, like the littlest bit to pair well with the acidity of tomatoes. Always rinse out your can or your jar so you don't waste all that tomato sauce that's around the edges. Literally just a little drizzle. I don't want my spaghetti sweet. This is just to cut the acidity. I'm about to go ahead and chop up some romaine and spin it in here and then put it in the refrigerator so it's ready for us, already chopped. I think that's, yeah, Spider-Man on TV. Oh, I think this is the ending. It's rinsed. It looks so good, y'all. And now I'm about to put it in the refrigerator so it's ready for salad. Just cut up some fresh cucumber and tomatoes. We definitely have to do a taste test on the meat mixture. We just need to make sure all our seasonings are good. It's very hot though. That's perfect. Oh my gosh, I don't have to add nothing. Just realized it is already 4:17, so we're gonna get started because I told Cash to be done about 5. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on the Alfredo sauce. I'm gonna move the meat to this back burner, and then we're gonna use the front one. We're gonna make Alfredo sauce. All right, you're gonna need some garlic, Parmesan cheese, butter, and some heavy whipping cream. We're gonna start with butter and the garlic. That's the 3 tablespoons with 4 or 5 cloves of garlic, I think that is. Probably 4. I'm also gonna add some garlic salt and some black pepper. Not too much salt because Parmesan is salty. I'm also gonna go ahead and preheat the oven to 350 because we gotta bake the garlic knots and the spaghetti. Right, the butter and the garlic is cooking, and now I'm gonna add the heavy cream. I don't really measure this, y'all. Just kind of go for it. I did about half of this. I'm just gonna do the whole bottle. It is 16 fluid ounces. We're just gonna go with it, y'all. All right, so make sure this is kind of on low and let it just like thicken up a little bit. Don't scald it, so don't let it get too hot. While this is thickening up, I got this pan. Got these from Dollar Tree. Easy cleanup today, y'all. It's Sunday. I'm not trying to do a bunch of dishes. But we love these garlic knots, but I don't put them on a baking dish. You know what? I thought there was only, how many are in here? I bought 2 of them, so I think we're going to do 2 because Kaya has a friend coming over now. Cash is coming, and I'm sure he'll take some of this home to his roommates. Yeah, it's only, what, 6, 7 in there? All right, so I have them all in here, and I'm going to add, it already has, like, butter and garlic on it. I'm going to add some more butter to it and just bake it in this dish. And these are actually room temperature. I kept them out once I got home from the grocery store. So, it won't take long at all. See how good? These look so good. I just put that butter on there, and then we're going to bake it. Probably put some actual aluminum foil in it so it kind of steams a little bit. We're not doing that yet, though, because we still have to put together this and bake the spaghetti first. All right, so you don't want this to come to a boil. It's pretty warm now. Now we're going to add in our Parmesan cheese. Again, turn it down. And let it just thicken up with the cheese in it. Y'all see how it's thickening up? See it on the sides of the pot? Now it's thickening up. And then you can taste it and see if you need to add anything to it. A little bit of parsley in here. This is how I make my chicken Alfredo. You're also gonna want some shredded cheese. And then we have our pasta here. We have our meat sauce, Alfredo sauce, and we're gonna just basically put it all together. We're gonna add our noodles to the spaghetti sauce. All right, so I'm mixing that. We're also gonna mix the Alfredo in it. Oh my gosh, y'all, look how good it looks already. Look at this, y'all. Oh my gosh, like I'm so excited. This is what I have on hand. The different cheeses are mild cheddar, Monterey Jack, and some other type of cheese, but it'll be all right. There's no seasoning in it. Now we're gonna do parsley, basil. There she goes, don't mind my oven. I'm about to put it on broil for a little bit, and then I'm gonna cook those. I just pulled it out. I put it on broil just for a second, and that's done. I'm gonna put the top on it, put it back on 350. We're about to put these rolls in. We got our garden salad, just basic with homemade ranch. Just pulled this out the oven. Look how good it looks, y'all. Perfect. We're about to plate up for Kaya. Cash is not here yet, but he's coming. She gets the first scoop. Not too much. Woo! Do y'all see that? Look at that. Yum. Give her a roll. I know she'll love the rolls. They're nice and soft. And then some salad. She don't like tomatoes though. This is her plate. I'll turn the camera around. Hold on 1 second. This is Kaya's plate, y'all. The ranch, homemade ranch, the rolls, and the $1 million sketty. It looks so good. Y'all look at this spaghetti, how creamy it is. This is so good.
He must want some spaghetti. Sally wants some spaghetti.
Y'all, the ranch is so good as well. And the rolls. It's a 10 out of 10. Kai, what is it? She says it's a 10 out of 10, y'all.